Commander Gentry anxiously glanced over his shoulder at me, concerned I was overplaying things. His serving as my first officer added yet another layer of absurdity. Only 14 weeks earlier, he had been an ensign and my superior. Strauss glanced at an officer stationed behind him. The officer nodded, confirming something for his captain.
"Then you leave me no choice but to destroy you,"
Strauss replied, looking suddenly more emboldened. "Give us your best shot," I countered, knowing we had to take a beating in order to draw him in.
"We will,"
Strauss glibly replied, as 6 hulking hostiles materialized from behind stealthing fields, 3 on either side of the vanguard. The sight of the ships took my breath away. A peculiar amalgam of both Alliance and Kastazi technology. Each was twice the size of the California. 1 ship or 7, it made no difference. We still had to take it all the way to the brink. I faced Strauss, narrowed my eyes at him, and issued the command I knew could very well be my last if everything didn't go according to plan. "Fire all weapons!"
Chapter 1. JD. My red sport bike breached a thick wall of opaque heat radiating off the pavement. To my left, the pristine blue waves of the Pacific Ocean. To my right, towering walls of gray-brown rock and boulder. Behind me, closer than ever before, Vivian Nixon, a yellow projectile hurtling forward at almost impossible velocity. We'd raced each other in these canyons hundreds, if not thousands of times. I had every curve, every line, every crevice memorized, and used them to my advantage. Even the seemingly insignificant angles of shadow and light were weapons at my disposal. Our machines equal, only strategy and technique separated us, and perhaps the intangible will to win. Entering a straightaway, Viv made her move. In my rear view, I could see her foot stabbing downward, downshifting into third. The sound of 5,000 RPMs rattled inside my helmet as I watched her yellow streak blast by me. Instinctually, I matched her technique. Downshift, accelerate, overtake. She was not going to beat me. In an instant, the road narrowed and we were even, a blur of yellow and red intertwined. And then came the curve. Our 2 bikes cornering at breakneck speed, inches apart along the cliff's edge. I could have eased off, let Viv have the curve, but that would have meant submission and certain defeat. One of us had to lead, and the other had to follow. I understood that. I wondered if she did. A phantom taste of bile flooded my mouth. The thought of losing made my stomach turn. No, I would hold my ground, not give a single inch. Ever predictable, Viv held her line, prioritizing technical precision over strategy. Her mistake, my opportunity. I took 1 short breath and leaned into the curve first, intersecting her path. Behind me, I could hear the grotesque impact of Viv's bike against the guardrail. An intense wave of anger overwhelmed me. How could she let this happen again? After all this time, she should have been smarter, better, like me. I turned my head and watched her bike plummet over the cliff on a meteoric collision course with eternity. And in the span of a moment, my world was gone. Empty. It was like floating underwater in the dark. No noise but the hammering of my heart. And then the emptiness was filled with noise, the sound of metal against metal, an alarm, and a cycling message broadcast over the PA. "This is a drill. All cadets report to the bridge. All students report to your safety positions. This is a drill." Next came blinding light as a hatch opened from above, and a uniformed arm reached down to me in the darkness. As it pulled me upward, a 16-year-old bespectacled face came into focus. Roger